Alrighty, I've got a 24-inch 24 tooth Freud rip blade in the saw right now. Now for ripping, well, I mean it is beautiful. It leaves a beautiful cut for ripping. But I'm going to be putting 45s on these, and that's a cross cut, and this blade will just pound it into submission. So I'm going to change the blade to a 40, or excuse me, an 80 tooth cross cut. So it makes a nice smooth cut. And then I'll do some more stripping to where I have to change blades again. But that's woodworking, eh? Okay, let's start squaring these things up. I'm using my sled. Now, if this works right, every other one that you turn over, whoops, that. There's a checkerboard. Alright, here we go to glue in the opposite direction. This is melamine, my workbench, so it's really flat. I've got a piece of wax paper under this, and now I'm just going to put a nice thick coat of glue on it, and we're going to do 3 at a time on this one. Okay, now I'm down to cutting a 45-degree cut on every one of these strips, framing strips. Go like this. Now, whoops, the last time most of the time when it comes to 45-degree angles around, I was really weak on. But the last time I did it, I used this Incra, and it came out perfect. So I've tuned this up. I've got it perfect 45 degrees. And now I'm going to cut one end of all of these, and we'll go from there. Well, moving right along, starting to show some progress. Now, according to Hoyle, the light one's supposed to be to your right, and the light one's supposed to be to your right over on the other gameplay. So, now, on those boards that I ripped down and put through the planer, you know, we'll go like that. And I think that'll start to look pretty nice. So let's get on with bordering these three. Moving right along, I've got all the pieces for the framing done for around this, and now I'm just putting some biscuits in the end so it'll keep it a little more solid. So that's what I'm about to do now. I'm just using my bench dogs to hold the things together. And like always, remember to mark this. This board is board C. I've got C1, C2, C3, C4, because you're going to be matching these up on this and on this and on the edges. So if you're doing this, keep your pieces, especially if you're doing 3 of them, keep your pieces really separate. We're all ready for glue, and then this top is done. I got 2 more tops to do. Let's get on it. Well, YouTube, it looks like we're starting to see some progress. Gonna glue up the framing around. Got all the biscuits in, all the cutting done. My neighbors have heard hours on end of table saws singing, planers howling, router tables grinding, you name it, they've heard it. It's been fun for me. So now let's see what the results will be on the top part. I've got 2 other parts. I've got the bottom to do and the middle with a drawer. So there's still a lot of work to be done, so we might as well get on it now. I've got my strapping to go around it. I've got a little nudger. Got my clamps, and I'm going to be using Ultimate Type Bond 3. This is waterproof. I don't need waterproof, but it a little longer, and it's gonna, I want to have a little longer set time so I can get this thing adjusted right. So let's get the gluing. Okay, I've got all the clamps on, the strapping on. I've got it all cinched down to where there's a nice spew of glue from the joints, and just let it dry up now, and then a whole lot of sanding. 1 down, 2 to go. YouTube, looks like stage 1, the top is done. Now, well, I got a lot of sanding. Nobody likes to see sanding. I don't like to do it. Nobody likes to watch it. So I will drag 80 across this real fast, then go to 120, a 150, and then a 180. And then if need be, I'll hit it real quick with a 220 before I finish it. But the top is done. We're going to make a bottom the same dimensions, except instead of the checkerboard on the bottom, there'll just be plywood. And then there'll be 4-inch sides with a drawer. So I think we're coming along. I'm happy so far. I hope it keeps making me happy. So I'm working hard and thinking hard, but I don't have any plans for this. That's the problem. So I'm kind of thinking in mid-process, and one of my problems is when I start thinking too much, it makes me want to take a nap. So anyway, that's this one. We'll get on to the bottom part tomorrow. So thanks a lot, YouTube, for stopping by. I certainly appreciate it. I wish you well and hope to see you next time. Take care.